Hi, it's Joy and today I'm going to be watching Infinity Train Season 4, Episode 1, The Twin Tapes. I think that's what it's called. It is what it's called. I am very excited to get back into Season 4 of this show. Sorry I didn't get to it quite as quickly as I wanted to, but I'm trying to... got a lot going on at the moment. I found out from a lovely commenter on YouTube that this is the final season, that it has been cancelled after this season, and I really hope that gets changed or it gets picked up by somebody else, because each episode isn't that long, so I feel like it doesn't take it's not as expensive as doing like a 20-30 minute long animated show, and I think the messages of this show are really important, and where the plot's going to go. It could go in so many different ways. There's just an endless realm of possible stories to be told in this world, and I'm really excited to get to Season 4. I'm not going to think too much about how this will be my last journey on the Infinity Train, so yeah. You can find the unedited version of this reaction before I start on my Patreon, and those are 2 weeks in advance, so if you want to watch this, so yeah, when you're watching this on YouTube, there'll already be 3 episodes up on Patreon and 2 episodes up on Patreon edited, because you get those 1 week in advance. And I'm bambling and rambling. Let's go. Oh, so they're not twins, but they've been friends ever since. They basically are. Oh.
Can we get this over with?
Different personalities, but best friends. Oh. Oh, at least pretend you like it. Oh. No! You are a terrible parent. Oh. Bless them.
And after we're famous in Canada, which will probably only take a few months,
of course.
New York City!
Oh.
Our life's gonna be great. Oh yeah.
Very few people get to live this dream.
Where have you been, man? We're almost on. Sorry.
Oh.
Amazing.
Oh.
When? Next week.
Yeah.
To pack my whole life? Why didn't you tell me? I'm telling you right now. This was
Oh.
always the plan.
It was, but you know what he's like. You know what your best friend's like.
You ready, Min?
No.
Min?
Anxiety got the best of him, I'm afraid. And he's doing it alone.
Some people say,
Oh.
yeah, we're gonna live on the sun, we're gonna have fun.
Yeah, see, he's not exactly living the whole dream.
My dad's band is everything, you're not.
No.
Thanks for the van. But I'm still breaking up with you.
Oh my god. You gave her the van? Time for you both to get on the train. Oh. You went home.
I've got a show in New York. Like a real life actual show in a couple days, just like we talked about in this booth back in middle school. It was that booth. Are you sure it was that one? Yep. You should come with.
Oh, he got him a ticket.
Come on, Ryan.
Dude, you're going up on the Infinity Train, but you know the whole thing that ruined your friendship the first time was you giving him last minute information and him freaking out about it. Yep. There it is. Don't be a brat. Oh great, now you're jumping into a black hole. Wise decision. Well. Same number.
What is this? Some sort of destiny rubbish?
It is mathematics, Amelia. My algorithms, it is up to them.
Yeah. I really hoped we were going to be getting Amelia and Grace. Not Grace, Hazel this season. Oh! Delightful as always. I wanted to see something. Yeah, so it's a class of 1985. That was a Fred sticker, so these characters live in 1985, I think. Okay, so that was a really solid first episode to this season. It felt like I was back in the Infinity Train world, even though they were hardly on the train until the very end. It was a really good way of showing us these two characters, the situation they're in, and kind of what the issues they're going to be dealing with throughout the time on the train. We got those out of the way right at the start, kind of like we did in the very first episode, and I am very, very excited. Again, you kind of have an age-old story here of best friends growing up. You've got the outgoing one, you've got the more shy, awkward one, but around each other they just saw, maybe they're more than friends, I don't know, there was like a blush, and he didn't have any luck with his girlfriends, maybe there's a bit more to it than that, but no matter what, they were this bond, this friendship that was unbreakable until it wasn't. And it's very clear that, oh, I can't remember their names, I'm very sorry, for the Shire one, last minute plans never going to work. Finding out in the last minute that your friend wants you to run, you're going to act, this trip you've been talking about all your life is really happening and you've not been making preparations. They should have been preparing for it for months, but you can understand why he would freak out and get stressed, and it happening right before they went on stage to their peers for their first sort of proper show. It would freak you out. And then of course his other friend, oh, I can't remember his name either, went on the trip anyway and wasn't super successful. You know, I think the one left behind would always think, oh, he's living the dream, when he was doing old people's homes and playing at parties. And yes, he's apparently now got a gig, who knows how big it is, but it's very hard to make a living as a musician. It is a lot of luck, in as with any of the entertainment sort of like famous big money industries. If you want to make a living, you've got to get lucky and fall into the right position there. And I can understand why you'd think, look, this is going to be a safe path. I can do music in my own free time, but this is going to give me financial security. I can live my life and be safe rather than wanting to take a risk. I don't think there's anything inherently wrong with that. But I do think if you're only making that choice because you think it'll make your parents happy, that's when the mistake is made. If you think you will be capable of making the risk but your parents don't want you to, you need to listen to yourself. So I feel like we'll find out just how much the future is this all a crazy dream that's never ever going to be viable for both of them? Where are they going to work out? And I'm very excited to see where they end up. And this seems to be the first time the train has brought in two people as one. They have the same number on their hand. I assume the number will go up and down together. It's not going to be like one of them deals with it quicker. They both have to deal with the issues, which then makes a very interesting thing, because if one of them is able to really work through it and the other one isn't, they're both going to be damned. So it's going to be a very interesting dynamic to see going forward, and I'm excited. A reminder that you can find the unedited version of this reaction along with all of my reactions on my Patreon, and thank you so much for watching.